Happy Monday. Welcome to Lunchtime Confessions. So today I want to talk about this Chris Brown shit and some lyrics that were sung, rapped, spoken. I don't know. Let's get into it. So one of my dear hearts reaches out to me and she says, hey, can we do a segment or a Lunchtime Confessions about men not liking darker skinned black women or women who have coarse hair? Brings up the Chris Brown situation. Of course, she has to explain it to me because, as I've shared with you all before, I don't be knowing these stars' lives and their situations in the hoopla. I don't even follow a lot of these people on social media, so I had no clue. So the lyric comes off of one of his songs off of, I guess, his latest album, which is titled Indigo, and he basically says, I only want to fuck the black girls with nice hair. And apparently he spits on the track, like probably... I haven't heard the song, but he spits on it. But right before he says not liking or only liking black women with nice hair, he talks about giving head or eating her out, right? That spitting sound that we all heard, it got turned into something totally different. Now I'm reading the lyrics. I have not heard the song, but when I heard that he spit after the article I read, I'm like, well, he spit on that thing. Like we all just finished hearing the lyrics state what he likes to do with black women with nice hair, which is eat them out. So I'm thinking as I'm reading the lyrics that the spit was him spitting on her private. Not how the black girl community perceive that shit. So homegirl reaches out to me and she's like, yeah, I wasn't really feeling that shit. And I'm not feeling how that made y'all feel. But I don't think what he said was wrong. Check it. He stated his preference. We all have a fucking preference. It's wrong for Chris Brown to say that he prefers the black girls with nice hair. Why is that wrong? And how do we know what he defines as nice hair? The definition of nice hair could be hair, period. Some of y'all don't got no hair at fucking all. It doesn't have to necessarily mean, oh, he likes silky hair. He likes naturally curly hair. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that. Now, we've seen his baby mama. We know about, the young lady from Claws. Her name escapes me right now, but the young lady who he keeps trolling underneath her pictures with her new boyfriend. We know what her hair looks like, so we are led to assume that he means those type of hair grades. But him saying that doesn't mean that he doesn't like, the coarse hair. He did not specify. He just said the lyric. It fucking rhymed. Okay. And again, that might be his preference. We all have a preference. Women, y'all gonna have to feel me on this because I always see y'all posting he gotta be 6 feet or taller, 240 or bigger, and yada yada yada, or no bigger than 300 pounds. He can't be short. His pockets gotta be swole. Bitch, you got preferences too. One, I think that we're still mad at Chris Brown for him and Rihanna fighting and him beating her ass. So we're still mad at him about that as a black woman community. We are. And we are going to be for probably ever. And black women are also hurt and scorned by society and by our black men. Like true black men. I know y'all saw Chris Brown with that fucking conch. I know y'all bitches ain't mad at that motherfucker not liking you and your coarse hair. I ain't hardly mad. Black women have been shunned by their own men forever, and so I think that is why his lyric was hurtful. I feel you, sisters. I'm coming to be on your side in about 2.5 seconds. I promise. See on TV and music videos and, on Instagram and on any social media is, light skin, nicely shaped, big boobies, small waist, fat ass, nice silky hair, chinky eyes, eyebrows to the gods. I get how that could have been perceived as hurtful, but I really feel like when you love you and when you're comfortable with you and all of your kinks, if you will, that shit, it wouldn't have fazed you if you were truly comfortable in your skin. It's one of those situations where if it doesn't apply, let that shit fly. If you know you fly with your kinks or your naps, as some of us like to eloquently call them, if you know that you fly in your chocolate dipped skin, bitch, wear it. As black women, we are now starting to learn and accept all of our beauty, all of our flaws, if you will, because I don't feel like kinky hair is a flaw, which is the air quotes. That's what that was for. I feel like all hair is beautiful hair. All hair is good hair. A lot of this has to do with self, and a lot of it has to do with society, but the majority of it has to do with self. So I have 2 daughters, as you all know. One is very brown and one is fair skinned, and my brown skinned daughter, who's my oldest, has had to already have the conversation about complexion. She's 7. We had the conversation at 5. Somebody in her kindergarten class told her she could not dress up as the princess because she is not light-skinned enough. And this was a predominantly black school. A black baby told my 7-year-old, well, at the time, my 5-year-old brown-skinned, chocolate, dimple-faced baby, that she couldn't be the princess because she was too dark. And she believed that. She was like, I guess you're right. My baby comes home and she tells me about it, and I am furious, like to the point of tears. I'm crying like, what the fuck? So, I reassure her how damn magical she is and how beautiful she is. And then I have the same conversation with my 5-year-old, who's now 5. So last school year, my 5-year-old tells me, Mommy, she's not cute because she's really brown, or she's not this because she's too dark to be that. Livid. I thought I was doing a good job. I was doing an awesome job in teaching them about different complexions. We've even purchased books about how many different shades black people come in. And she was learning from me, but learning more from school, TV, society. I had to explain to her, like, no, that's not true. She can be anything, and she's just as pretty as anybody fairer skinned than her. Isn't your sister brown skin? Isn't your favorite uncle dark skin? Isn't such and such brown skin? Aren't they beautiful? It dawned on her. She was like, yeah, I do know people that are brown skinned who are beautiful on the outside and on the inside. Forget that logic. All of you are beautiful. We had to change the way she was thinking. While society can trick your ass into thinking that you're not beautiful enough, you're not enough, your hair ain't cascading down your back, so you ain't pretty enough, while they can make you think that, you need to know otherwise. It's not true. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. Men, stop telling brown complected women that they're cute for a brown girl. That shit eats me up, and I am considered caramel or light skinned, if you will, which bothers me. Ladies, forget what Chris Brown done said. Don't even worry about it. Y'all don't even want his little funny style acting ass anyway. Forget what he said. Know you, love you, accept you. You are the fucking shit. Happy Monday.